Welcome to Haunted Homebodies, where Halloween isn't just a day, it's a lifestyle. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Sara, and we're your guides through the delightfully dark corners of comfort horror. Grab your bar stools and your baseball bats.
It's time for sharks to flood the street. And everywhere else.
and the
first
air.
floor. Yeah, the air.
Highway.
The tornadoes. Let's not forget.
For some reason, I know that like bar stools is not a thing in Twilight, but for some reason the baseball bats, like I can only like
oh my gosh, the baseball scene
in my head. Yes.
Oh yeah. I'll just never. That movie, it's so funny because I remember seeing it and being like, what an utter disappointment. Like, that's the worst movie. And now I'm like, this is the best movie ever created.
It's so much fun.
So fun. It's so silly. It's so perfect in its terribleness, which I don't know if I can say about Sharknado.
Well,
maybe beg to differ.
We may be switching places this week.
I can't believe that you've been like kind of anti like several like decent movies, and today are you going to be defending Sharknado? Is that what's about to happen?
Actually, I would like to remind you what the biggest movie sin in my book is, which is to be boring. So
okay,
decent movies are boring.
That's
very
true.
Good movies, great. Very bad movies, also great.
Yeah.
Bad movies that had the potential to kind of be good and should have been a little bit better, the worst.
You know what? I'm starting to understand. But every now and again you throw me a curveball and then I'm like, I don't understand Sarah's movie taste. She's just
sometimes I don't understand it myself.
Maybe you're a little bit of a mood watcher. I think I am, like, depending on the mood I was in. I think last week I said I watched it just kind of at the wrong time. It was like I should watch this, so I watched it instead of like I'm in the mood for like a silly little movie.
Yeah.
I also think this is a movie that's just like not good to watch alone. Like, I think these movies are really fun when you're with like someone, which we watched. We're gonna cover for our bonus episode Cruel Jaws, which makes Sharknado look like epic success.
Like it should have won acting awards.
Professionally done. Yeah, it's like exceptional in comparison to the quality, but so much fun to watch together.
But to your point, so we watched like the first half of it together because we were together and it was amazing, but also like we're old and tired and it became bedtime and I was falling asleep, and so we cut it off, and I still haven't finished it because I'm so afraid that it's not going to be fun to watch the second half without you.
It's still fun, but not as much fun because it's so bad. It's like you have to chuckle just at like the fact that it exists and that we're watching it.
Okay, that's helpful. Plus, like, I'll make Evan watch it with me.
Yes,
so
you guys will still have fun.
Yeah,
no, I was all sad and alone. I think I watched it like the night after I got home, so I was like, I miss Sara and Evan, and then I watched it, and I was like, I miss them more now.
It was a very good time.
I love that I came to visit you again, and it may be our last visit for a little while. We just have like some big life stuff coming up.
Yeah.
Which is sad, but we'll keep talking, of course.
Of course.
Of course, and maybe keep podcasting, even though it's been such a struggle. But for the second time, the second trip running, we made, I would say, almost no effort to record.
We brought it up once, and like neither of us was enthusiastic, and we never talked about it again.
Yeah. So like one out of the four most recent trips, or I think we've seen each other 4 times since starting the podcast, and we've recorded 1 time, and that was like, I'd barely call that recording.
That was a disaster.
We watched Scooby-Doo, got like progressively buzzed, and just like muttered into the microphone a few times. It was fun.
Progressively buzzed over Welch's alcoholic drinks.
Yeah. And like, I don't even know if we got buzzed so much as like slowly lost consciousness,
like lost our minds.
Yeah, and we're like, this movie is so bad. Not in a good way.
You know what is so funny about that movie and that experience is, like, I remember thinking that it was really bad. I remember we said it was really bad.
Yeah.
I still am looking back at that movie with like fond campy memories.
Totally. I was just gonna say the same thing. I'm saying it's bad, but then I think I'm wrong. Like, I think it's a great movie still. Like, in my heart of hearts, I'm like, no, that's a great movie.
That
but
is
like,
also what my heart says.
yes, which is like so bizarre because we both were watching and we're like, I don't know if we can get through this. This is rough, man.
It's recorded. You can go back and hear exactly what we said while watching it.
Yeah. Oh man. Well,
we'll come back to it someday.
So before we get into the actual topic of our show, which is Sharknado, I wanted to confess something to you. So what did I had it like written in like a clever way, probably because I was on cold meds because I got sick again.
I'm so sorry.
I said that was so aggressive. Like, nothing to do with you.
It's appropriately aggressive.
Sick for the last like 5 months straight, and I can't handle it anymore. But anyway, we made it here, and I wrote that I have to give you a correction and a confession. That was apparently what I just thought was really clever, and I needed to look to my notes because there was an alliteration in the sentence. I'm like, I'm a star.
And confession.
Okay, so the correction is not that interesting. I think we were talking about Peacock Originals, and you recommended, what was the show that you recommended that I'm going to watch at some point?
Mrs. Davis.
Mrs. Davis, yes, and that is in fact a Peacock original. I recommended a really silly reality TV show called The McBee Dynasty, and I was like, yeah, I think it's like similar to like ones on Bravo. It's just a Bravo show. I looked the other day. It's just another Bravo show that's on Peacock.
That's fine.
Would recommend it. Still would recommend it. My confession, I think you're going to enjoy. So Scream 7 is streaming now on Paramount, and I have rewatched it already 1.5 times.
I love this. Can I just say that every time that Evan and I are scrolling looking for something to watch and Scream 7 comes up, he brings up the sparkly robes that we couldn't stop talking about in our Scream 7 episode. He's never seen it. I haven't even
clocked that. Now that I'm not in the big screen in the IMAX extra super whatever.
Yeah.
I have to, when I finish my second rewatch, I'll have to look again. But oh my gosh, Sarah, I don't know what's wrong with me. I still think that everything I said about it is true. Like, it's not that great and has like a lot of problems, but like, oh god, I just love Scream. I'm just such a sucker, and now I almost like to watch it kind of because I love Scream and it gives me like the feel good Scream vibes, and also because I'm like, that's dumb, you silly Scream 7.
But I love this for you. Like, I love that we've looked back on Scooby-Doo and we still for some reason love it, and that you love Scream 7 rewatching. Like, why not hope for that?
Well, this is one of my favorite things about the podcast is that I like really think, and I'm already experiencing, that we're creating future nostalgia for ourselves by like chatting about these movies and like enjoying them, or even just like enjoying them ironically or making fun of them. And I look back and I'm like, oh, this is just so fun. It reminds me of my sweet friend Sara.
So delightful.
Yeah.
That's such a good point.
I had a lot of thoughts about Scream 7 that I wanted to share because I just was like thinking about things harder. You know, just like you watch it in the theaters and it's like hard to kind of grasp feelings and then come back with like really articulated, like you've only seen it one time, and you're
not like taking notes live.
No,
like
usually we are.
Yes,
we're usually jotting down our thoughts and then I can organize them. So I did have more thoughts, but now I've forgotten them because, you know, I'm old and tired and sick and sleep
you'll
deprived.
Remember them when you finish your second rewatch.
Yeah, and like also we're not talking about Scream 7, we're talking about Sharknado, so let me introduce that today. We are talking about Sharknado, which was released on July 11th, 2013, so long ago. I'm sure that we watched it very soon after it was released. So we were how old then?
We had graduated college last
23? Really?
Last week,
we were adults.
I said, like, I'm sure we watched this together because I thought this came out when we were children.
Yeah,
but
there's no way.
Not.
No, we were not. Like, I assumed this was like in high school, but no.
Yeah, me too.
We had flown the coop. Well, okay. Anywho, it's rated 3.3 on IMDb. On Rotten Tomatoes, we've got a 78% score for critics. Did I invert these?
What?
And 35% for audience? That has to be a typo. Wait, pull that up. Can you pull it up on your computer? I must have inverted those. There's no way. Oh, wait. Okay, then I have a note about it. At first, I was taken aback by the critic score and in some ways still am, but for context, it is clear, oh, here it is, that most critics decided, rightfully so, that this movie was not worth their time and there were only 23 ratings.
Yeah, that feels right. Yes, 23 reviews. I feel like the people who were gonna watch it
To critique it.
to critique it, yeah, because this was, like, not a major
They're going to
theatrical
acknowledge
release,
what it
right?
is. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I like when I like answer. I have no recollection of writing these notes, and I'm like, oh, I answered my own question. But okay, that
It's
makes a
the
little more
best.
sense. um, Here's the one-line synopsis from IMDb. When a freak hurricane swamps Los Angeles, I don't think I remember this being in Los Angeles. Anyway, nature's deadliest killer rules sea, land, and air as thousands of sharks terrorize the waterlogged populace. That was a very clunky sentence, even though I interrupted myself during it.
Okay,
Oh
but the
boy.
Los Angeles setting I feel like is important
Is it?
because hurricanes do not hit the West Coast. Like,
So it's important
that's
in that it's
not
an
a
error?
thing.
I mean, maybe that's why I didn't clock it, because I'm like, so it was like a freak storm? Anyway,
Yeah.
no one seemed prepared or like concerned. It was all very abrupt. They were like, "Oh, a hurricane has immediately
Which
happened."
I just also like having lived in multiple places that are hurricane prone, have
Yes.
no patience for lack of preparation for
Yes.
hurricanes.
Yes. But like anyway, that least
But
of
you
the
get you
problems.
get so much notice. You get so much notice
Yes.
they're coming. I'm
They were
over
just like,
it.
"Oh, it's rolling in. 30 seconds we have to prepare."
And the like
Here it
new
is.
stepdad or whatever he was like, "We're
Yeah.
gonna be fine. We're staying here." And
Yeah.
this none of this has anything to do with the sharks even.
Right.
So
Bizarre choices, but
also my issue with the movie Thrash that I never finished.
oh, you started it and then never finished? I didn't know you even started it. Did I?
I did start it, yes,
Sorry.
and that was like a coastal southeastern town that should have
Yeah.
known better. I didn't care for it.
Mm, well, that was just yeah, that was a bad movie.
Yeah,
We were
I
almost
just
gonna talk about it and then didn't because we're like, I was
it
like, it's too bad.
inspired this entire theme that we're doing right now.
Oh
I
my
was
gosh, yeah, that was what made you have the idea.
yes, before I started watching it, I was like, "I wanna watch this movie, let's do a theme around it."
Yeah. And then I watched
Never
it and I was like,
finished
I
it.
didn't really like that. And it's funny
No.
because like I can't say, oh, it was too bad because like here we are talking about Sharknado. But obviously Sharknado had something to it because this absolutely atrocious movie spawned 5 sequels to date. Okay, so I want to redo the names because yeah. So we've got Sharknado
These are so good.
2013. We've got Sharknado 2, the second one from 2014. Okay. I think we got that from Sharknado 2, with having the number 2 in it. Then we have Sharknado 3, oh hell no, with an exclamation point in 2015. I don't know what happened in 20. Oh wait, no, this is 1 year by year. Okay, so we have 13, 14, 15. I can count, see. And then we have
Wow.
Sharknado the Fourth Awakens? This is a Star Wars pun?
That's gotta be a Star Wars pun.
2016. Okay.
Love it.
I know. I wonder if it's in space.
I hope it is.
I kind of like want to check on that. Then we have Sharknado 5, Global Swarming.
Lame.
Yeah. Yeah, that one got you. So you're like, it's not dumb enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. That's from 2017. And then we have, which I guess is claiming to be the last one, but we've heard this before. The Last Sharknado. It's about time. I
I mean,
don't
I am
understand
kind of
that.
impressed that they released one every single
Every
year
year.
for 6 years, and then they had the last one and
I
they
guess it's
stopped.
done. Yeah, because it was 2018. It's been a while since then, so maybe, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't be
Oh, it'll come
surprised.
back. It'll
They'll
come
have like a
back.
20th anniversary, some sort of shark pun about, we're back, bitches, or something.
I kinda wanna watch all of them. Like, those
Ugh.
names are so phenomenal.
I want to watch like a 30-second compilation of like greatest moments. I'm sure there's a YouTube like some sort of compilation of like greatest hits from the Sharknado franchise because I don't think I
Okay,
can
okay.
tolerate more than
Seems
giving this a few more
seems
minutes.
fair, yeah.
I do think though, like, okay, so I'm already like shitting on this movie pretty heavily, and like I don't think I'm cool for like not liking this movie, believe me. um, but like I think I did like it. I liked it. I was a total sheep when it first came out. I liked it. I remember thinking it was funny. And then I think I watched at least the second, maybe the third. At least
Do you
once.
remember anything about them?
No. Nope. Just that I I watched them. So what do you think it is about these movies? Like Sharknado was a moment. Like we all watched that. And like you said,
Yeah.
we were in our early 20s. Like we had we would think like better things to do. Like what
We
do you
were
think it was
both in
about the
grad school.
Yeah. Well, maybe we didn't have better things to do. We were just like we have to watch just stupid movies on TV. Like what is it about this that like really grabbed us and we were like, oh, we all have to watch this? Kind of like the Tiger King, you know, like things that are just like really dumb and like ostentatiously bad. We must
A
watch.
description, first of all, ostentatiously bad. But I think like one of my favorite things, and it's why I really like watching TV shows as they come out because I love being able to connect with people about them. I love being able to talk to people about it. So I think that's
Yeah,
part of it for me.
that's
And like
fair.
sometimes it's just the really bad things that everybody wants to watch. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it so sci-fi has been doing movies that are just like outrageous and terrible for a while, and I don't really remember like pre-Sharknado sci-fi and post-Sharknado sci-fi. Like because post Sharknado Sci-Fi Channel movies are like very Sharknado-esque. I remember watching one with Courtney that we thought was hilarious called Santa Jaws. Maybe at some point we'll watch that. I remember that being really funny, and I wonder if now I'm gonna be like, why am I spending like the short time I have on Earth watching Santa Jaws
It's
for the second
amazing.
time? But I wonder if the movies were quite so like campy and silly, or if this movie showed them like, oh, people are into this,
Mm.
like we need to lean in because you know everything they're
Oh
doing is
yeah.
like fairly low budget and they don't have like well-known actors and actresses, so they're like, oh, maybe this is our thing.
But speaking of the actresses, I do remember it being a really big deal that Tara Reid was in this. Like, I feel
Yes.
like this was some kind of a almost comeback for
It was like a
her, and
return, right?
yeah, yeah, and I think that, like, is what made a lot of headlines. Like, it's so
Yes.
absurd, and Tara Reid is in it, and she's
Yes.
the only person you will recognize in that movie.
I think no, Nova. I'm trying to say it without giggling. Nova, the main character-ish, one of the main characters, she was in some sort of popular teen show, but I can't
Oh,
remember what. But I
okay.
definitely recognized her from
Yeah.
that. So, but yeah, I mean, not like she was super world famous. She was a real treat in this movie. um, okay. According to IMDb, this is classified as B horror, which I think we've had this discussion a little bit when we were watching Cruel Jaws together. Like, there's got to be a different category. Like your next is B horror. This, I don't think B
See,
horror is correct. I don't know.
see,
D horror, dumb
this is
horror.
where I mean, like, we've gotta talk about, like, what the scale is, but that is why, like, your next feels like a, like, B plus A minus horror, where it's like the teacher is like, "Ugh, you could have done better."
Yeah.
But, like, this feels like solid B horror to me, where the teacher's like, "Good for you. Good
You
for you. You
did a
got a
thing.
B." Yeah.
Yes. You set a goal for yourself and you achieved it.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. B seems generous to me. Like this is I don't
We could
know.
create our own haunted homebody scale someday. How about that?
Okay. I told you this was going to be hard for me to have articulated thoughts about, and I said that I prepared this, and I do not know that I have more bullet points. Okay. So so the other tags that IMDb had were dark comedy. I don't think so.
No, because the comedy is
And
definitely not on purpose.
no, high concept comedy. One, I don't know what that is, and two, like if I had to guess what it is, I'm gonna say no. I don't understand. I remember there being a joke about like period blood. Like, in the house? Wasn't there a shark and it got bloody and he's like, "It must be that time of the month," and I wanted to
Yes.
scream and throw my
I
TV out the
wrote a whole
window.
bullet about that. I hated it. Okay. I hated it because, like, 5 minutes earlier, one of my favorite lines I've ever heard in a movie was said, which was I wrote this down word for word.
Oh,
The
boy.
ergonomics of this car can't match the weight.
Wait, the ergonomics?
That's what they said.
So,
It
like
doesn't make
the
any sense.
ergonomics. Okay. Yeah, people really sat down and they were like, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna write," like, the choices that you made. Well, you wonder, was some of like, the line about it being that time of the month was definitely supposed to be a joke, like, that is supposed to be
Yes.
comedy, and there were a lot of jokes like that that were just, like, so dumb. I guess you could chuckle, but I was in such a bad mood when I watched it. I was like, I can't believe that this movie exists, and that at one point in my my sorry little life, I was like, "This is fun." Maybe I'm just, like, grumpy and old now, and I just wanna watch Scream 7 for
Okay.
the 14th
I had
time.
an enormous amount of fun watching this movie.
Okay, well, tell me
So,
what you like about it, because I apparently don't have any more thoughts, and I maybe accidentally deleted things from the Google Doc because I don't know. I swear I had more.
I mean, it's so dumb. The concept of the movie is so dumb, but they're so committed to it. I love that.
Yeah.
Also, there is if you want to talk about it being high concept, this would be
Oh, no, sir.
what I have to say in support of that.
Okay.
It is obviously the stupidest thing in the entire world that there are sharks in tornadoes.
Yes.
However, they have taken a genre of movie, a genre of villain, a whole category of things that scares people, being sharks, which you can easily avoid by not going into the ocean, and they
Yes.
have taken away that safety entirely. These
Okay.
sharks are everywhere.
Yeah, literally, truly.
Literally in the air,
Yes.
kind of attacking helicopters.
Also, like, okay, so yes, I hear that, and that is creative and interesting in some ways. But a thing that I don't understand about shark movies in general, and that this one took to like a umpteenth extent, like as it did with everything, is like why all of the sharks are just like ravenous and attacking everyone like viciously. Like they've all been starved. One, there's so many. There's so many
There's
sharks.
so like
And
more sharks than
two,
there are in the whole ocean.
like there's so many times when sharks just swim by people and they're like, I don't want to taste
Yes.
that yucky human today.
You
These
know,
sharks were out for blood. They were like, I will murder every last person I come across viciously. I won't even eat them. I will just like creatively like disembowel them or rip off a limb or rip off their head or
or swallow them whole so
whole.
that they can chainsaw their way out later.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Which like
Yeah.
is like just really not a shark move. That's a whale move. Like sharks have never swallowed a human whole. That's what all the teeth are for.
Yeah.
But that is
Yeah.
a very good point. So it's very interesting in contrast to the movie we're going to talk about next week, Dangerous Animals, which
Yes.
is a shark movie that very much does not make the sharks the villains.
Yes, which I love.
It's so good. We'll obviously go more into that. And this one is just like, no, sharks are
The sharks are
bad.
bad.
They
They're
wouldn't be
so
terrified
evil.
to be in this tornado. They're just looking for a snack.
They're like, this is the greatest day of my life. I mean, I guess I can enjoy this movie now from the angle of like good for the sharks. Like if we did a good for sharks theme, like this would be a
Oh
good for sharks
yeah.
because they're just having so much fun. Like you would think that they're up in the tornado and they're like getting blown into people's houses and they have to eat all these yucky humans, but they're having like the time of their lives,
I think
clearly.
so. I think they really are.
Well, let's talk about well, tell me more things you like if there are more before we talk about the end of the movie.
Okay, that their plan is to drop a bomb into a tornado. Or was it multiple bombs into multiple tornadoes? Because there's like a lot of tornadoes
Okay, yes. There
happening.
was tornado science, and that they had to drop bombs into the tornado in order to neutralize them? Question
Which
mark.
which is so dumb. just absolutely phenomenal. Simultaneously, have you seen the new Twisters movie?
Is that what they did? I have, but I don't remember it really.
So it's like, it's not a bomb, but it's like not a bomb.
It's like kind of what they did. It's so funny how you could take a movie like this, which in its defense, because you're maybe bringing me around to it a little bit, it just gets to do whatever it wants, because it's clearly not saying like we're abiding by the laws of man, shark, science, anything. We're just doing literally whatever we want, saying whatever we want. Like there are no rules. And then you compare that to a movie like Twisters, and I know that Twister, I actually had to critique in college for a weather course on like all of the errors like that didn't make sense, like things that didn't follow actual Twister science. And there were a lot.
Did you call Frank for this?
I should have.
You should have.
I really should have. I already like didn't like the assignment because I was like, don't ruin this movie for me, I love it. And the professor was like not fun, and he was like very serious about like we're tearing this movie to shreds. But movies like Twister, and I would presume Twister try to do a similar thing. They try to make it seem like, oh, could really happen. Like this is meant to be the real world, whereas Sharknado is just like in a class of its own. Like, but then it's funny how like you said, you put them side by side, and like there's overlap.
There is overlap.
Yeah, it's just like a totally different vibe between like we're trying to make it make sense. Which another movie that we're going to talk about, Deep Blue Sea, also kind of like tries to make it make sense, like, oh, this could really happen, and like here's like all the really questionable science, but like they took the time to be like, let's explain the science of this scientific thing that doesn't make sense.
But in this one, they just let their imaginations run wild.
Yes,
it's kind of like a 5-year-old telling a story.
Yes,
like they were like,
that's
and
true.
and then there was a big hurricane, and then there were tornadoes, and the tornadoes had sharks in them, and then the sharks could jump as high as the helicopter, but then they built a bomb and they dropped a bomb inside a tornado.
That is so accurate. It is. That's exactly how a child would tell a story, where you'd be like, it doesn't have to make sense. Like the ending specifically too, where, like, and then he sawed the shark in half, and it happened to be the exact shark that Nova was in, and she came out bloody, but she was perfectly okay. And then they high five and say some dumb line, and then it's awesome. The end.
That's
the
it.
World
That's
is saved.
Sharknado.
Yeah, you're right.
And you know what? Like, good on an adult for like following their imagination that way.
Yeah, it is true. I don't know that I could have done that.
I do remember that the writer had like a really silly name, and I was like, that sounds right. So I remember noticing this when I'm watching the opening credits. The writer's first name is Thunder.
No.
Yeah.
That can't be real.
Thunder Levin. That's his name.
Thunder Levin. I hope that's a stage name, and I also hope that it's not.
I don't know the answer to that.
I'm going to tell a quick anecdote here. Chris, for a long time, had convinced me that his middle name was Danger. I full on believed it. He roped multiple people into
that, and I've been telling.
Are you just learning this? Okay, do you want to know? Okay, so he there were layers on this, and then I met his mom, and I was like, yeah, I could see it. But this was like before I knew her well. Now I'd be like, no way. But like, she was like zany and fun and like kind of a party gal. So I was like, yeah, she could. I could see her doing that. And he like I said, roped multiple layers of people in. So like I fully was like, this is his name, and like this is like so really awesome. Me too. Okay, so this was before we were even dating. We were just friends for a long time. Started dating. Eventually got married. I did not find out until we weren't married actually. But we were like heading in that direction. We were buying our first home together, and we get our loan approval in the mail, and it says Ashley R. Drake. Oh, maybe I don't want to like. Okay, I guess it's like not really doxing to like give out names. You can find my name. It is Ashley R. Drake and Christopher S. Colby, and he was sitting next to me, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And he knew it. I was like, Christopher S. Colby? Are you kidding me? And I was like, what does the S stand for? It's just literally his dad's name. And I was like, you have the most boring middle name ever. And I was so mad. I was like legit mad. I was like, you lied to me. Like, we're going to get married and our marriage is a lie. It's based on a lie. I was so mad.
Like an actual lot. Oh my god.
Yeah, he felt really bad, and I was like, I'm never gonna fully trust you 100% again. It's gonna be like 98%. And he was like very loyal and trustworthy, but I was like, you lied to me. And he was like, I didn't know we'd get married. I don't know, it's just a joke. I was so
I'm disappointed.
I know, because also like now you just have like a regular person. My middle name is cooler than his now at this point.
Your middle name has always been very cool. So
yeah, but we'll leave that to be a mystery. But you know what won't be a mystery is what we're going to talk about next week, because you already told us.
Yes, next week we are talking about dangerous animals,
which is a hard right turn. Hard right turn.
Very different.
Yes, and I was rewatching it and I was like, is this campy? Is this a campy creature movie? And I was like, whatever.
It is.
I want to talk about it anyway.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I'm glad we watched it. I had never watched it before. I enjoyed it. I don't think it is campy nor truly a creature flick.
It's interesting. It's an interesting movie. Yeah, I was like, it doesn't
We'll talk about it.
The vibe we're going for, but it's a movie that I like and I want to talk about. So
I loved it. I have thoughts.
Good. It'll be like one that we actually both like and can maybe revel in a little bit together.
Oh, we spoiled it. We usually like really keep our opinions on these movies to ourselves.
It's okay. We're tired and like I can't deal with any more.
At least it was recorded somewhere. It's true. It's true.
All right. Well, we'll see you there next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Haunted Homebodies. Make sure you like and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts.
And remember, when in doubt, just stay home.